Okay, so should we
talk about anime?
I was gonna say we should talk about anime.
Yeah.
Big news coming in the anime world. Boruto Timeskip is on the way.
Yeah.
You're keeping up with the manga.
Time.
Well, no, so kind of, but also no. So we're now getting into the code arc in the anime. But the manga chapter 78, I believe, is I think the next chapter, because it's monthly, is gonna be the time skip.
Oh, so
because Kawaki and Boruto are in their final little tiff. Naruto's already gone. So I think next chapter or chapter 80, something clean, chapter 79 will clean up the edges, and then chapter 80 is going to be the first of the time skips. Right. So for those of you who are Boruto manga enjoyers, massive time. If you're watching the Boruto anime, I'm sorry. It's not terrible. It's not, obviously all the filler isn't great.
Not good.
But the canon stuff, not so bad, but just know it's going somewhere in the manga. We're getting there slowly but surely.
Can I ask you something about Boruto and Naruto?
Absolutely.
So I remember watching a video saying how Kishimoto,
that's the mangaka, yes.
that the art gets kind of less dynamic towards the end of Shippuden, where the end of Shippuden would be. The art gets a little less dynamic. It gets a little flatter. Has that changed since Boruto? Because there was a bit of a pause.
I would say, man, it's tough because
if you look at early Naruto manga and compare it to late Naruto manga, early Naruto is very much more like a One Punch Man kind of deal, where it's not in terms of quality, but in terms of in terms of
movement,
characters are
fleshing out the
busting
battle
through panels and stuff like that. There's a lot more creative camera angles,
directorial takes.
Yeah, exactly. But so how does the Boruto manga stack up art wise?
So it's kind of confusing because Kishimoto didn't make the first 56 chapters.
Gotcha.
So he was I'm gonna let the person who worked directly under me for all of Naruto make Boruto.
Oh,
and then he was you're fucking this up. So he takes over at chapter 56, I think. Right at the end of Ishiki's arc. And so I wouldn't say that the art style is super changed, but it wasn't Kishimoto in the beginning.
Right.
So now that it's Kishimoto, I don't think the panels are bad. There's definitely there is some people saying that you can tell the difference between a JJK and obviously a One Punch Man. Yeah. One Punch Man is the gold standard, but at MHA, there's no massive panels recently with one of the more recent MHA panels, this prison they're fighting Shigaraki on. They built this prison, floating prison for Shigaraki, and it's falling, and Gentle Criminal catches it, and it's 2 pages wide, gorgeous piece, massive set piece. You're not getting that with Boruto.
Right.
And I think that's because, and honestly, I think that honestly speaks a lot to the anime's quality, because Naruto's anime, manga quality was really good.
Right.
And there was really long fights in the manga that were a lot of punches and kicks being thrown, choreographic things built in by Kishimoto that the anime could build off, which is why the fights in Naruto are so good.
Right.
And I just don't think Boruto has that. So it's weird though, because Naruto is weekly, but Boruto is monthly. Right. So technically Kishimoto has more time to work on it. I don't know if I look at Boruto and I'm this quality is awful, but it's not when I'm reading,
it doesn't stand out.
When I'm exactly, it's just passe. I read it because it's Naruto.
Right.
The story's fun though.
That's good.
Yeah.
Naruto has always, I think, above most anime I could think of outside of God of High School or something like that.
Yeah.
Naruto,
of mega shonens.
Naruto's choreography has always been unbelievably stellar. That's where Naruto's anime has always excelled. Not to say that Naruto has the best fights in anime, but when you compare strictly choreography, the complexity of moves, the cleverness of how they're doing the hand signs mid combat.
Yeah.
Stellar. Above anything else, I would say.
The gold standard in Naruto is either Obito versus Kakashi, or the final fight between Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, the bit where Sasuke like grabs Naruto's hand and is using it.
He uses them to make the katana.
Unbelievable.
That's me and Dorothy's secret handshake. It's literally this, and then that. So that's our secret handshake.
Well,
we
aren't
do
you
to each
guys
other.
cute?
Super cute. I've had to teach it to her like 6 times. She always forgets it.
Yeah.
So there.
I mean, it's a fucking jutsu.
It's only 4 hand signs.
It's tough to remember.
If I try to teach her the Reaper Death Seal, I mean, even I don't know how to do it if I'm being entirely real.
You remember the Zabuza one? The first long boy one?
Which is water dragon jutsu has been
not
used.
not worth the fucking
Not worth that many hand signs,
yeah.
and also like it's been used afterwards, and it's not nearly as many hand signs. Like
Yeah.
early days of Naruto, hand signs are a big thing, but like technically, it's been explained away that like less hand signs, like being able to use a jutsu with less hand signs means you're better at molding chakra. So like if
Yeah,
you're worse at molding chakra, you need more hand signs. It's
Boo.
like it's like I don't know, it makes
Lame.
sense, but like it would still be sick if we were still busting out like 10, 20 like hand signs.
It's so cool. It's like the coolest aspect. It's like one of the more unique aspects
It was one of the more
Naruto,
exactly. It was what separated it, and then eventually Naruto kind of became like ninja mechs fighting against each other.
Yeah. It's also like a cool part of like I think like an insidious part of shonen anime is that like if you could get kids to do whatever the signature like pose is, that's free marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like kids like the
Naruto
Kamehameha
run,
is
Kamehameha,
like iconic, but like One Piece was never huge in my school growing up. What are you talking about? Like the
Gear
fist thing?
Second. Gear
the Gear
Second,
Second. But that's like when that come out, like later, like post high school for like us, right? No.
God, no.
No?
No.
Oh, I have no idea.
By no means.
I just mean like that's not to like your average person. I feel like your average person knows a Naruto run. They know a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
If you like do this nonsense,
They know it's Naruto.
They know it's Naruto.
Yeah. Headband, no, it's Naruto.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm like such a sucker for stuff like that. Like the Full Metal thing. The only Full Metal Alchemist. Only thing I know about that is they do this and lightning happens.
That's
and
pretty
that's
much
so cool.
That's pretty much all you would know from Full Metal. There's nothing like because
Yeah.
like Ed and Al can do this because part of them exists in like a realm that's tied into alchemy. It's very confusing. And they don't have to use a transmutation circle.
Yeah.
But Naruto, I think that's just because Naruto was more popular in America than One Piece. One Piece is, I would say Naruto and One Piece occupy similar market spaces in Japan. I would say One Piece is probably moving forward now because Naruto's not running anymore.
Right.
But no, yeah, there's just less like iconic things.
Yeah.
Like you can get
Well,
lost,
even
Zoro.
like Bleach. Like Bleach has no iconic. Everyone dresses the same. The word
You
Bankai.
can, like you can
I've
yell
heard.
Bankai.
I've
but
heard of
that's it.
Bankai.
Yeah.
Like I remember My Hero almost kind of had one with this.
No,
That's pretty great. Where he's flicking.
Yeah, I mean it's like his air smash, but I forget
Yeah,
what
I don't
state
remember
it
if
is.
there was a title, but it was
Yeah.
like I remember seeing
Delaware?
this.
It might be Delaware.
I remember seeing this in the anime, and I was like, "That is the closest I've seen to a thing like that."
Because he just
recently.
punches. That's
'Cause
the
he
thing.
just punches,
and he has
yeah.
shoot style,
There-
and there's like
yeah.
nothing like you can't do it like
There's
physically.
no. Does Black Clover have something? I don't think so.
He just
It's
kinda
just a
has
sword.
His swords.
It's a big
yeah.
sword.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like Kamehameha and Fusion Dance
Fusion dance
are
is
just
good.
incredibly easy to do.
Yeah.
And like also that's because Dragon Ball and Naruto were like big, like as big as they could be in America.
Right.
That's a good best anime like
Pose?
stance pose.
Yeah, I love
JoJo.
that shit.
JoJo's got a good one. It's got
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, true.
like the deep bow and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. True.
That is free marketing.
Well, but JoJo's is like tough to do if you're not a professional ballerina.
Oh, I can
like
do
the
it.
angles.
Oh, I get low.